Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at 1842 Northeast 54th Avenue here in Portland. Located in the basement, going through a 3-inch ABS cleanout, ties right into 4-inch ABS. We're checking the overall serviceability and condition of the sanitary sewer line. Here to kind of check on a belly that we saw last time we were out here, see how it's looking. It is zeroed out there at the base of the cleanout. Off we go. We do have water currently running right now. Not a lot, but a little. Dropping into the standing water here. We do have some toilet paper in there. We are breaking some toilet paper and stuff loose here. You see that shooting past the camera. We went way past the belly here. We're going to let the whole line drain out. There is some toilet paper that's collected in there. My camera's probably going to break a bit of it loose. Alright, now the line is fully drained here, we're going to start reeling back in and see how much stuff is left over there. Yeah, you can see some of the junk the camera broke loose. So when you to assist the belly in not collecting, and it can be hard to do sometimes if you've got kids in the house, but try and teach them to not ball their toilet paper up like that. The folded toilet paper travels through sewer line far, far better. They just become so saturated with water, and because they're balled up, they don't unravel terribly easily. We'll try and get all that junk cleared out of the line here. I just want to see how much we have built up in the belly here. All that stuff we went past when we were out in the clay pipe, around 40-50 feet out, with all debris that the camera pushed out of the belly. I pushed out a little further there while the camera was paused, just try and get everything cleared out of the line. It would appear that pretty much all the debris has moved on its way here. I believe last time I was out here, I mentioned about the Y connection in the sewer line, which we're going to go past here in a moment, which appears to be a party line connection. I don't know if it's an active one or not. But still something, if you haven't looked into it, I highly would recommend doing that. Make sure that it's not a non-conforming sewer line type of situation. Now that right there appears to be a full diameter Y connection coming in there, which is indicative of a party line connection. Sometimes you get smaller 3 or 4 inch tie-ins and 6-inch clay. That's generally going to be a storm drain when they're full diameter like that. Again, I don't know if it's been disconnected at this point. It's very possible it has. Alright, and we're going back through the area here that's bellied. There's a little like fine particulate floating around in the water here. But all of the toilet paper that was sitting in the line here has now been removed. And just looking at the top of the pipe right here as we come backwards, if a line is, or if an issue is causing backups frequently, you're truly getting blockages and the line filling up behind the blockage, generally you're going to get debris collecting on the top of the pipe, which I'm not seeing here. So by and large, it looks like the line is still conveying sewage. A belly like that, though, clearly it does at times cause buildup to occur, because we found a bunch there, or not a, I shouldn't say a bunch, we cleared it out, but there was a fair amount in the line. So just try and make sure, it looks like no one in here is putting grease down the pipe. The line is super clean in that regard. The only thing in the pipe is toilet paper. So that helps a lot, not having sticky grease inside the pipe. And then if you can, just try and fold your toilet paper rather than ball it up. It travels through the line much nicer, unravels much better, and disintegrates much, much faster than balled up toilet paper. This time the line is functioning. It is still draining slower than it should due to the belly in the sewer line. I would still recommend that be corrected so that it doesn't cause a backup. Bellies in almost every format, whether it's new pipe or old pipe. Old pipe is more common to get blocked up because of the roughness of the pipe walls. But they all often still take a particular storm of events to get them to act up on you. And a lot of that has to do with volume, how much stuff's going down the line, and how often. So I would recommend rescoping this line every 1 to 2 years to keep an eye on things. Make sure you're not getting large amounts of buildup. And when the camera goes through there, at least this time around, it cleared all the debris out. So may not be a bad idea if you're not going to do a repair to at least rescope that every 1 to 2 years. If for nothing else, check on the line and to clear any buildup out of the flow line that's there. I just push forward there just to get a locate on everything in the event a repair happens. Your cast iron, you really can't see it when we first drop into it, but it looks like the line transitions just either right at the cleanout. There's a cleanout right at the foundation wall where the line exits the house. It looks like the transition is pretty much right at that cleanout access. So you'd have a couple feet of pipe on the interior to mess with here that you'd have to rectify to get the grade proper, and then the rest of it beyond about the first 2 feet or so is on the exterior, and a good portion of that is under the decking. So it's hard for me to get a proper locate in that region there. Then once you're outside that, it's a pretty standard basement style house. You're going to have a 8-9 foot deep trench there going out to the curb. But I would recommend that be repaired at some point here, in the not too distant future, at the very least before the house is sold again, as it will likely come back up then. At this time, though, the line is functioning. There is no debris left over in it. But the belly is leading to a slower drain, which is causing the toilet paper to build up. And if you do any repair work, make sure a rescope is done to check the work. It's very, very important to do that.